Hello everybody. So if you guys are in the market for a brake barrel, maybe you're kind of getting tired or frustrated with the big box store stuff. I mean, because the prices, they are, substantially lower. I've got two rifles here, and as you can see, the one on the left is a RWS professional series. They call it 34P, and that that thing up on top of the barrel, it looks like a moderator, but it's not. All that is just a handle for better leverage. Doesn't do anything, and it is a spring powered piston. And then on the right, that is the Air Arms tx200, which is also spring powered. Okay, so both of these rifles are pretty. They're both very accurate. The 34P series, I think it's a very good rifle. Uh, it can shoot excellent, and like I said, at half the cost of the tx200. I mean, if you try, I actually found this one on the used market. I picked it up for about, I don't know, maybe half of what a new one would cost. Of course, nowadays they're really expensive, even a used one. But the one on the left I picked up brand new for about $330 online, and it's been a very good rifle. It's definitely a good shooter. If you guys are looking for something, a little bit higher end, uh, this is the one. Of course, I've got a Hawk scope on it. That's a Vantage Pro Series. It's a good scope. The one on the TX200, it's definitely a lot more scope than what the gun needs. That's a Hawk. I think it's a SF 30 millimeter tube with first focal plane, etched in glass reticle. Uh, that's a really expensive scope. I mean, like I said, I just happen to have it and I just put it on there. And like I said, it's more, to me, it's just too much scope for the rifle. It's only 11 and a half foot-pound gun, maybe 12 foot-pound gun, and they're both 177 caliber. But what I wanted to point out was, interestingly, is that the RWS is considerably more powerful than the TX200. Okay, and this is using a 10.65 pellet. It's the Barracuda Match by H&N, and here is a quick. Let me scroll over here. Here we go. Well, right here is what I shot with the RWS. Okay, the deviation, 9.7. This is out of 10 shots, but it is substantially much faster, and it can definitely pack a wallop. If you're reaching out to further distances for such a heavy pellet, and it kind of helps against the wind a little bit too. So you're going to get a little bit better accuracy, even in a little bit windier conditions. Now here is the Air Arms TX200. The highest was at 705, and your low was 682, and the average was 693. But the spread on the TX200 is a little lower. All right, the deviation, it is about within 2 points of it. But like I said, it's just sometimes that doesn't mean too much, but it is pretty consistent, even at 30 yards. They're both like, you could damn near do almost neck and neck. But if you guys are ever in the market looking for a considerably good brake barrel, that the RWS 34 series, or I have the P Pro, or whatever name they give it. It's an excellent alternative, because I mean, if you look at the prices today, you want a high quality brake barrel, RWS can put you in that in that uh, in that running with their 34 series. Okay. Also, the Gamma Bone Collector, I did a video on that also. It is a good rifle, and it's in 22 caliber, and it's definitely more powerful than these two. and it's like 22 foot-pounds. But uh, as far as like if you want to shoot for a good accuracy, eh, you know, I figured you can hold everything within I would say about a 2-inch circle with the Gamma bone collector at 50 yards. With these two rifles, the tx200 or this RWS, it is easy to hold it within an inch at 50. Definitely a dime at 35 or 30 yards. But like I said, they're less powerful. They're not as strong as a Gamma bone collector. But anyhow, it's just something I figured I'd share with you guys. If you're looking for a good break barrel, um, the 34 P by RWS is a very, very good option if you can find one. They got a woodstock version. I think it's called the Meister Schützen or Meister Pro, but it's a 34 series also, and it's got that handle on there, and you could take it off. It just looks like a little skinny barrel, but that's the good thing about these higher quality guns. Everything is metal, you know, on their components, minus this one on the stock. And that's probably why I got it so cheap, because it's a plastic stock. But it's still a good stock though, very comfortable. And the T06 trigger, in that price point, it's hard to beat. It is a very good trigger that's adjustable. I mean, of course, the TX200 is also adjustable. And if you want to compare it to some other high-end stuff like Fine Work Bow, the 124 Sport, that's a really good one. But like I said, you're moving up there in the price when it comes to these higher quality guns. I mean, I got some Virox also that are, pretty much in the upper tier when it comes to break barrels. Of course, you could find these other big box stores all day long. Walmart, maybe online. You got brands like Crossman and Gamo. They make decent stuff. Hotson also, they make some decent stuff. But you're definitely in that high end territory. You're like in that window. It's like the first stepping stone. The RWS 34 is definitely a good option if you want something with some really good accuracy. You won't be disappointed with it, and you'll definitely won't be disappointed with the trigger. So I just figured I'd share that with you guys and see if you got any questions. Feel free to ask. All right, have a good one.